Deku Fam!
Hey Deku Fam!
Welcome back to our channel!
Welcome back!
We're back, it's the month of December and we're doing Q&As. We hope you're enjoying it. Your questions have been flooding in.
Yeah, and now we've been thinking about going back to doing Ask Deku. So guys, next year, every Thursday we're going to be answering your questions.
Definitely, so send them to us via Instagram, via YouTube, wherever you can find us.
However you can find us,
Send it across to us and we'll try to answer it on a Thursday. So this week we have
hold on, I just realized that we've hit 29,000 subscribers. That means we've got 29,000 people part of the Deku Fam. And guys, as we're coming to the new year, I think you can help us get to 30,000.
Every day striving.
Mate, all I ask for is send it to one person and say, check out this couple and subscribe to the Deku Fam.
Jeez.
One person.
I know. Imagine if 1,000 people did that.
Come on.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
World domination. Healthy marriages.
500 people.
What?
Shared.
Yeah, exactly. Look at you. I've been talking to a guy for 3 months and he's great, God-fearing and celibate. Yes. Best 3 things. But we still haven't had deep conversations about anything. We are good friends, but we still aren't best friends. Those deep, long conversations on the phone or face-to-face really hasn't happened. I'm the type of person who needs that deeper connection in conversation. I've already brought it up, but this is something I can't force. How do I facilitate that deeper connection? That's such a good question as well.
Very good question.
Really good.
And I'm not gonna, generally speaking, I'm not saying all men, but generally speaking, it's quite difficult for us to have deep conversations.
Oh my gosh, when we started and I just be like, how are you? How was your day?
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
That is it. And I was just like, okay, so, you have to ask, you have to dig deeper. What made your day okay? Why was it so great? What was your highlight? What was your low light of your day? Sometimes it starts with digging deeper, slowly but surely, and now they don't shut up. That's how it goes, isn't it?
Something like that. Men? Yeah, I just say, generally speaking, they don't open up, so you got to basically create the environment, make him feel comfortable, and, be patient as well. And so I find that, Anna's very playful, so she likes to play a lot of games. So at that point in time when we started dating, she used to play games like Truth or Dare without the dare, because we knew we weren't married and we couldn't, do any kind of dares and all that kind of stuff. So we just played truths and then we just told each other and we're open. It was a game. And then we also had card games that we used to play. And I think for men, it's a lot easier for a card to ask the question than the woman, because sometimes I don't want to open myself up to you, but to a card, because it's in a game as well, I might just entertain and play the game, and next thing you know, things are open up. But women,
that's so good.
I will have to say, if the man opens up and he becomes vulnerable, you need to know what to do with it. You can't just be out here just emotions going up and not knowing what to do. So guys, this is the drill. Are you ready to take some notes?
Let me get my notepad.
Are you ready? Okay, look.
Notes ready?
First things first, don't do the baby voice. Don't be like, oh, baby. He doesn't want to be a baby.
Wow.
Okay? He doesn't want to be a baby. Talk normally. And the second thing is, don't get emotional too. Because if you start crying and you steal the show, he's gonna now start to wanna look after you, and he's gonna feel like he can't get vulnerable too.
Yeah, fantastic.
And the other thing I would say, make sure you keep it private. I know you girls like to go and have conferences and oh, my man shared this, oh, my man shared this, and then if he finds out that you've been sharing his business, you're done. He's not opening up to you again, because the thing is, there's a bit of insecurities, a bit of fear there, and you've just breached the whole kind of situation, and now you just move 1,000 steps back because now he can't trust you anymore. Sometimes we're processing how it's gonna come out, and it's like, okay, so what do you think? And then you're asking more questions. Let the scenario finish before you start asking more questions.
And even that might be an achievement, just them opening up. There doesn't need to be a solution or whatever in that moment. It's just them opening up. So it's like you just note that in your head as a mental win, because we've got further than we did before. And you take it over time. It is the patience thing. It could be a whole year before you
and that's a good
unwrap
point you
everything.
Just mentioned now about the remembering as well. If a guy tells you something and you don't remember it, it's almost like you don't care.
Well, guys act here like like girls, you know.
But
it's the same thing. I feel like it's exactly
we're the same, but men are probably trained from a child to be more tougher and to internalize it. But I think man, woman, dog, we all forget dog. we need the same thing.
Yeah. It's so true. Oh, that's big. Because imagine, I've been opening up since I was young, maybe. Yeah. But you're starting
and I was told, especially as the oldest child, to basically like man up, toughen up, we're supporting the family. And these were good things that were said to me, but then sometimes good things also have negative consequences as well.
Yeah, 100%. Hope that helps. Okay, next question. When you said about not getting into a relationship if you don't have time, I think we said that in a previous video. I can't remember the things that we said before, you know. But yeah, when you said about not getting into a relationship if you don't have time, let's say you do get into a relationship and the other person is very, very busy. Should you pursue when you see a lot of great qualities in them? What would you suggest? That's a good question, isn't it?
Mate, I'll just say, let's be honest. There's no such thing as I am too busy
that
in
line
life.
Really frustrates me.
Like, there is no such thing. I understand there's some people who live very full lives, but all that basically means is that they have to learn how to prioritize 100%. How they allocate their time.
Yeah, and there's no excuse to say, oh, I can't make time for you if you're meant to be one of the most important people.
Exactly. Because the thing is, even when I'm busy at work, I might just run off and just give Anna a little cheeky go, I miss you, how you doing, bro? I can't talk, bye.
Quick hearts, maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
and, you know, and it shows that I'm thinking about her. And let's be honest again, like, does he poo? Why doesn't he talk to you on the toilet?
Wow.
Does he have lunch? He could talk to you on his lunch break, on his dinner break. There's always an or even walking transitions. Sometimes when I'm walking somewhere, I might have like 5 minutes. I'm like, cool, Anna, how you doing? Blah, blah. Like, there's loads of moments that we can actually make time for each other, but we have to be intentional. And
you have to hold the person accountable. It's like, hello, you have chosen to be in this relationship with me. That means there's an element of sacrifice that needs to come because you're now going to take up more of my time. That's why some people stay single, because they don't have that time. But you can't have the best of both worlds and think, oh, I can be in a relationship and get the benefits of having community with someone, but then also not make time for them. No, not at all. So I would say to Gabe sometimes, babe, what's going on this week? We haven't spoken, and you know, make time.
Definitely. The thing is, and like you said, he might have very great qualities, but if you're not able to benefit from those qualities and you just see him being nice to everyone else apart from you, what's the point?
You have to ask him, like, what are his priorities? And for some people, I know they are quite busybodies. Like, I used to be like that, and I used to feel like I was giving him a lot of time, but maybe I wasn't. So it's a communication thing.
It's a communication thing. And like Anna is someone who is a busybody, you have to basically help her prioritize her calendar. And if it's in the calendar, then she'll honor that because it's in the calendar. But don't just allow them to be busy, just being scattered, running all over. Maybe they might need you to put structure in their life to, you know, to manage their full life.
There's a difference between if their intentions are, I want to be spending time with you, I feel like I am spending time with you. That's a communication thing. Maybe it's like, oh no, babe, I'm too busy. Man, you need to make time for me then, otherwise this relationship does not need to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just us.
You could be busy by yourself.
Yeah, there you go. This one is from a guy, so happy. Hey, hi Gabes. How did you handle Anna turning you down the first time you asked her out? And how did you both move forward and not ruin your friendship with her? Wow. That is a good question.
It's a very good question.
Because for those of you who don't know, my guy was pursuing me and he was just team too much. And I was like, no, it's not on. We're not having it. 6 months later, we're together. 5 years later,
we're still married. Happily married for that fact. But yeah, that's a very good question. And I'm not gonna act like I wasn't upset or emotional. I was very upset.
I took
it so personally because I feel like, you know, we had a good thing going on, we had a good friendship, and I felt like I'm gonna take it to the next level, and then boom, I got rejected. But even though I was emotional and to some extent very prideful in like what's going on, I had to put away my emotions and put away my pride and think about Annabelle and just be like, you know, why is she saying no? And when I looked at her circumstance and I put it in context, I realized that she just came out of a long-term relationship that was very painful, so she was scared. And then now I'm in a position and I'm treating her well I'm trying to anyway. And now she's scared because I'm a good guy. She thought I was a wolf covered in sheep clothing. So I just had to give her time.
I had some reservations, you know.
Yeah, those were your reservations, huh? What are reservations, huh? What? Tell them. Huh? Anyway.
There were some reservations as well. I hadn't known you that long.
Yeah, we didn't know
all of these things. Yeah, but mainly rooted in fear.
Yeah, so basically rooted in fear. So I just had to ask myself the important question. Do I want Anna or do I just want to be in a relationship? Because the truth of the matter is some people just want to be in a relationship and as soon as they get rejected, they just like, no. And then they go and find someone else. But I was like, I genuinely like the qualities in this girl and I am willing to wait it out.
And the part of the reason why I became more interested in you is because he just did not give up. He kept going, he saw my imperfections and he was still there and it was like there was no one else in the picture. I just feel like the pursuit is part of the reason why
the
I
part
felt
of the securing the bag.
He just showed me that, Anna, I'm all about you. There's no one else. I'm not just trying to get in a relationship for relationship's sake. I want you. And that was beautiful.
And that's basically,
but it wasn't stalkerish. It wasn't intense.
Stalkerish.
Like, you know, some people.
So even like, for example, the friendship scenario. So even though she rejected me, I wasn't being a perv. Because sometimes a girl can reject you and you're like, oh, trying to smooth up. No, I actually just still treated her like a friend. I still treated her like I cared about her. It wasn't like over sexualized or being a perv, just stalking her. I was just like, I just went back to just being friends.
And you used to like find out where I was without telling me, right? When I was coming into the library, he was already in the library and he'd see me and I didn't see him. And then he'd like pick up his water
bottle. I was very strategic.
Yeah, he was very strategic.
So even though I wasn't
trying to be in the same places as me, so that was stalkerish. But I didn't know it was stalkerish. So I feel like these strategies can be used by men. I feel like men, why do they not have that level of intentionality anymore? I feel like you are
like
the definition.
I know there's a lot of strong women out there, but I think inside every woman, this is not even to be patronizing, but inside every really strong woman or woman in general, there's a little girl that actually still believes in fairy tales to some extent, and she would love to be whisked off of her feet. But you just gotta be intentional and keep going and whisk off her feet.
It's so easy to feel like an option as a woman, especially in this generation where, you know, gut is a man's world and they feel like they can get any woman that they want. There's maybe more women than men in the church.
And women are thinking about their clock and all that kind of stuff.
All this stuff, and men are maybe older when they then settle down. So there's all these factors that make men feel like they are in a strong position. So imagine a man saying, I'm dedicated to you, Anna, no one else but to you. Regardless of your rejection, I still only want you. There was another girl that I was even trying to set him up with, and he even messaged her like, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I'm actually interested in Anna. Like all of these little signs that were just like, wow, this guy really, really cares about me. And that was a sign of his character, and that's why he secured the bag.
Secure.
So what's the answer to his question? Basically, how did you move forward and not ruin the friendship with her?
Just keep being friends.
Keep being friends.
Just have conversation. I just want to get to know you. I understand that you're scared. It's okay that you're scared, but I just want to get to know you. And then we just progressed in our friendship. And then as Anna was able to trust me, then it got a little bit further. But we took it gradually.
Because every rejection, there came a bit of awkwardness between us, right? But you just kept pushing through. And we're just like, how are you? Just normal conversations. And then all of a sudden, you're back to where you were.
Started catching feelings for your man. And that's when I had the control. And I started playing hard to get myself. No, I'm joking. No games.
No games out here. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, bro. So that's it for this video. We've tackled how many? 3 or 4 questions. We hope you like the answers that we gave. We like to go through detailed responses and maybe share some examples.
I think in the future, when we start doing the Ask Dakers again, we're going to take one scenario and answer it in full, just so that you guys can get a bit more context and value from our channel. Yeah,
100%. So guys, hope you enjoyed that video and we'll see you at our next one. Take care. Bye.
Peace.